This is Lisa Shea, and this is describing the first actual day of the cruise, which also involved landing in Madrid and then flying from Madrid to Athens. And this happened after a very long flight from Boston to Madrid. The Madrid airport is an absolute nightmare, and if anyone has to go through Madrid, I definitely suggest planning it out ahead of time and getting to know what Madrid is all about. If you take a look at my travelogue, I go through all sorts of details about just how confusing and wearying and tiring it is. But I made it through, and eventually I got onto the second half of my flight. I was very grateful to have only two parts to this flight because my mom had to go through multiple stages to make it to Greece. The first part was on a nice business class pod, a very nurturing kind of environment. But the second part of it was just in a normal kind of three seats and two columns situation. This is just showing what the nightmare was in the Madrid airport. All of the things for Athens just said either nothing at all or pending company info. So it was very stressful to be going through this and not know where you're supposed to go. But I made it there. And like I said, the plane itself, even though it was business class, it was just jammed all together. The person behind me stuck their feet on my seat arms, but I made it onto the boat. So the boat itself had European style plugs. They had fresh fruit, fresh water, and fresh sparkling wine waiting in the cabin. So after all of that trauma to get here, it was nice to be able to rest and relax. Little welcome items on the bed. The bed's for me and my mom. There's a desk area, there's a couch area, there's a nice balcony. So there you can see the balcony beyond there, and the TV swivels around to face out to the beds. This is a full walk-in closet, which is currently dark, but there's got all sorts of shelves. And then this is the bathroom. It's got a bathtub and a shower, two sinks, and the toilet area, a little clearer look at it. So the cabins are very nice. This is a better view of the balcony with the two chairs and the table. So everything was quite comfy. Comes with all sorts of glassware and corkscrews and covers for the bottles when you have them open. So they have it quite nicely stocked in here once you are able to actually get on the ship. So this is the view from the ship towards the check-in areas. So you go through all of those check-in areas first to do your processing and security. This is the seating area, and then we're back at the balcony area again of our particular cabin. This is the dinner for the Compass Rose. Once my mom got there, we went to the Compass Rose, which is the main restaurant, to have some food because by this point we had been traveling for a long time. The plateware was lovely and the place was completely empty. I'll show you in one of the next shots just how empty this is. We were pretty much the only people in this entire place. So it was very pretty, but a low passenger count. All sorts of bread selections, lovely butter selections. The plateware, or the plating of it, was really nice. We had been on a couple of other cruises before this, and it was fairly disappointing how the food looked and tasted, and this is definitely a cut above, so it was well worth coming on here if you enjoy having tasty food that is well presented. So all in all, pretty much everything was quite delicious, and it was lovely to look at. So here again we get some menu views of what kinds of things are on the offering, and of course that'll change from cruise to cruise depending on what they have access to, but this is just giving you a sense of the kinds of options that you've got available to you. This was really yummy. A number of things on this cruise were quite tasty, but all right, and here we got the sunset in Athens. So sorry, neither of us went out onto land on Athens. We were so exhausted by the time we got through all the cruising that we were just happy to get on the boat, get some food, and then curl up in bed and get some sleep. But the welcoming part of the getting onto the boat went very smoothly. You don't have to do the on-deck drills anymore. And then we were ready to actually begin. Let me know if you have any questions, and the full travelogue has a lot of the other details.